Right, guys, I want to show you how to take this type of trades. In the previous drone I've shown you, I didn't write the time of the chart and the date, but there's no problem. There's so many of them. You shrink the chart, you go up and down until you find one, and you do the back test to remember these pattern shapes. And since looks like we found one, what do we see in here? We see that now the pair is coming out from a large base. The trend is not really established now on the uptrend, yet the correction. So, okay, since I'm playing on the daily, guys, but it gives me the swing on the daily straight away. So let me go on the 8-hour chart. Now, sometimes people here could say, okay, look, since I see a swing, could be a slingshot on the way up. It could be as well, guys, but the thing is, the pair came out from this large range correction base, whatever you want to call it. So I would just wait for some type of games that the market wants to do, because if you do impulse, correction and impulse, if you take a trade here, hoping that it will go up, then eventually what you do, the price goes down, because I like to see the slingshot, but with a double leg. Now, something is forming here, and I have to say, it's something that I like to see. At this point, when I start to see a candle, I say, could this be the type of pattern that I like to see, right? 1, 2, 3, and possibly taking a trade in there, right? Could it be that? So once I see that at this B point, sorry, at this low point, I mark this swings. All right, this will be the high. This will be the lower high here. Now the break of this could be a nice entry, but we want to take the breakout at nice point. I want an early entry before anyone sees it. Okay, so we have to take this type of trades, because when the price gets here, they are likely to chop the price. So I want to get early. So what I do, I jump on the 4-hour chart and I try to see some swings in there. That is not enough. I have to refine myself by the trade, and I say, okay, look, I could see possibly what I want to see, a base, something, a base, consolidation, a triangle, something like that. So I would go a bit more. The price now looks is going down. All right. So I start to see something here. Very nice. Okay, look at this formation. And so what I'll do, I want to place a trade I want to place a breakout trade here, where my target will be and where my stop will be. My target will be here at this point. Okay, but if you look for a breakout, sometimes you would just want to take 1-to-1, a few pip, that's it. Get paid and go home. If you want to stay in the trade, then it's fine. Now, I wouldn't say that my stop loss could be really here. I would just leave it just a bit below, guys. And, okay, so as soon as it breaks that, enter. Might go down possibly a bit more. Okay, boom, breakout on the way up. Right, that's how you do breakout. You want to close the trade, you close the trade. You want to stay in the trade, okay, trail your stop loss, guys, and everybody is different for their stop loss. Look at that, price strongly goes up, but since it's past this point, be careful. Once he passed this point here, it might do some retrace, right? And it did it. Now, before pricing get to that point, it will try to do its tricks. So you'll have to be careful. Decide. You want to close the trade, cash in, go back home. Otherwise, you'll have to be careful to these swings, right? So we are on the 4 hours. Sorry, this one was, what am I doing here? Oh, right. I was thinking that it was going on its own. So here, at this point, prices retrace. The candle, they go on their own, unfortunately. Let me see. All right. So here, again, the candle goes. Okay. At this point here, guys, if the candle would not have gone on its own, I could take another breakout trade, and this time possibly, at this time I shrink the chart, and want to get it all the way there. So if you're still in this trade, you have not come out because you let the price play. But I want to play a breakout there. So the price goes underwater for a bit, might lose the trade or not, and the price keeps on going back up. Okay, guys, because people are trying to sell. So when people sell, more sellers, more faster buyers, because they got all their stop loss that gets triggered. And then what I'll do, I just the price might retrace to this point, okay, and then that's what type of price action you get. Let's go on the 4 hours, guys, because it's just nice. You can see better with less candles. Right, so price reached to that point now, and what it does, so first of all, the trade here was reached. The other trade here, if you had your stop loss in there, was reached. And let's try to play and see a bit more of what happens here. We are at this point here, right? So at this point here, what can it be there? Now, I like to see a sort of base or triangle or sort of shakedown and then some other type of things. But let's get rid of this. We know that we are there now. We see now that the price is forming a temporary resistance. It touches it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and then what's he gonna do? Can I put a breakout trade here? I start to see a small base in there, guys. So I really would go. Don't forget, we are fake out. Okay, it's forming its base. I have to go a bit slow now. All right, okay. So if I go now back on the 1 hour, what do I see, guys? Look at that. It's making sort of equal lows, and then price accumulates in there. So I think unless you want to take me out with a shakedown, I would put a breakout trade in there. So don't forget, this is an area right there. And I would take a trade on the way up. As soon as it breaks this, I'm up. Where my target will be, the target you could take it, guys, normally let's jump back on the 8 hours. If you do like that, you remember that I use a FIBO to calculate the targets. This is the move up, down, and possibly going on the way up. I would take the Fibonacci, not from here to here, but from here to here, to calculate the movement of this possible take profit. Minus 27 and minus 618 are normally the target that it could reach. So where was I? I was there. I just look for a trade breakout on the way up. Obviously, I forgot to adjust the stop loss, which I would put it in there. Okay. Breakout. Because we are at this point, guys, I don't advise you to aim for too much. So, okay, look, it went up. If we go and see on the 1 hour chart, he did this base, he did this consolidation, right? And then that's what you get from there. See, let's go back on the 4 hour just to see pattern a better way. You get paid, of course, because if the target was reached, and if you didn't collect money, you would lose. So, you see, guys, how this level, they work very well, minus 27 and 618. Right, so there's no point now. The exercise is finished, and that is how you would take breakout trades. And if you lose, guys, keep your risk reward low, 1 to 1. And if you lose that, and then you make 1 to 3 and 1 to 2 and 1 to 3 again, and you lose 1 to 1 again, then you should end up in profit for the week. Right, I hope I have helped now to understand how to take these breakout trades on the way up. I will have to show you how to take on the way down. Thank you, guys, and take care. Good day.